Today our topic is what the ancient Greeks thought about success. The ancient Greeks had many ideas about success, and they were very different from what many people think about success today. For them, success was not just about money, power, or fame. It was about living a good life, being virtuous, and finding balance. They believed that true success comes from within, from how we think, act, and live our lives. Let's explore their ideas and see how they can help us in our modern world. The ancient Greeks, especially philosophers like Socrates, Plato, Aristotle, and the Stoics, had deep thoughts about what it means to be successful. They believed that success was tied to something called Arete, which means excellence or virtue. Arete was not just about being good at something. It was about being the best version of yourself in every way. For example, a successful person was not just someone who was rich or powerful, but someone who lived with wisdom, courage, justice, and self-control. These virtues were the key to a good life, and they were more important than material wealth or social status. One of the most famous Greek philosophers, Socrates, believed that success starts with knowing yourself. He said, "The unexamined life is not worth living." This means that if you don't think about your life, your actions, and your choices, you cannot truly be successful. Socrates taught that success comes from asking questions, seeking knowledge, and understanding what is right and wrong. He believed that people often make mistakes because they don't know what is truly good for them. For example, someone might think that having a lot of money will make them happy, but if they don't know how to use that money wisely, it can lead to problems. Socrates believed that wisdom is the most important thing because it helps us make better decisions and live a good life. Plato, who was a student of Socrates, also had interesting ideas about success. He believed that success is about finding harmony in your life. In his famous work, The Republic, Plato talked about the ideal society and the ideal person. He said that a successful person is like a well-balanced soul. Just like a society needs different groups working together in harmony, a person needs their mind, heart, and desires to be in balance. For example, if you only focus on your desires, like wanting more money or more pleasure, you will not be happy. But if you balance your desires with reason and courage, you can live a successful life. Plato believed that success is not just about what you achieve, but about who you become as a person. Aristotle, another great Greek philosopher, had a similar idea but with a slightly different focus. He believed that success is about fulfilling your potential. He called this Eudaimonia, which is often translated as happiness or flourishing. But Eudaimonia is not just about feeling happy. It's about living a life that is meaningful and fulfilling. Aristotle said that every person has a unique purpose or function, and success comes from doing that function well. For example, a musician's success comes from making beautiful music, and a teacher's success comes from helping students learn. Aristotle believed that to achieve eudaimonia, you need to develop good habits, practice virtues, and live in a way that is true to your nature. He also said that success requires effort and practice. You cannot become successful overnight. You need to work hard and keep improving yourself. The Stoics, who came later, had a different approach to success. They believed that success is not about what happens to you, but about how you respond to what happens. The Stoics, like Epictetus, Seneca, and Marcus Aurelius, taught that we cannot control everything in life, but we can control our thoughts and actions. They said that true success comes from accepting what we cannot change and focusing on what we can change. For example, if you lose your job, you cannot change that fact, but you can choose how to react. You can feel sorry for yourself, or you can use the situation as an opportunity to find a better job or learn new skills. The Stoics believed that success is about inner peace and resilience. They said that if you can stay calm and focused, no matter what happens, you will be successful. The ancient Greeks also believed that success is not just about the individual but about the community. They thought that a successful person contributes to the well-being of others. For example, in Athens, Citizens were expected to participate in public life, like voting, serving in the army, and helping to make laws. They believed that a good life is not just about personal happiness, but about being a good member of society. This idea is still important today. Success is not just about what you achieve for yourself, but about how you help others and make the world a better place. Another important idea from the ancient Greeks is that success requires balance. They believed in something called the golden mean, which means finding the middle way between extremes. For example, courage is the middle way between being too reckless and being too cowardly. Generosity is the middle way between being too stingy and being too wasteful. The Greeks believed that to be successful, you need to avoid extremes and find balance in your life. This is a useful lesson for us today. Many people think that success means working all the time or being perfect, but this can lead to stress and burnout. The Greeks would say that success is about finding the right balance between work and rest, between ambition and contentment, and between giving and receiving. The ancient Greeks also believed that success is a journey, not a destination. They thought that life is like a marathon, not a sprint. This means that success is not about reaching a goal and then stopping. It's about constantly growing and improving. For example, a successful person does not say, "I have achieved everything I wanted, so now I can stop." Instead, they keep setting new goals and keep learning new things. The Greeks believed that the journey of life is more important than the destination. They said that the process of becoming a better person is what makes life meaningful. Finally, the ancient Greeks believed that success is about being true to yourself. They thought that everyone has a unique nature, and success comes from living in harmony with that nature. For example, if you are naturally good at something like art or science, you should pursue that and not try to be something you are not. The Greeks believed that trying to be someone else is a path to failure, but being true to yourself is a path to success. This is an important lesson for us today. Many people try to follow the path that others have set for them, but true success comes from finding your own path and following it with courage and determination. In conclusion, the ancient Greeks had many wise ideas about success. They believed that success is not just about money, power, or fame, but about living a good life, being virtuous, and finding balance. They taught that success starts with knowing yourself, fulfilling your potential, and being resilient in the face of challenges. They believed that success is about contributing to the community, finding the golden mean, and being true to yourself. These ideas are still relevant today. In our modern world, where success is often measured by material wealth or social status, the ancient Greeks remind us that true success comes from within. It's about who we are, how we live, and how we treat others. So, if you want to be successful, take a lesson from the ancient Greeks. Focus on becoming the best version of yourself. Live with balance and virtue, and remember that success is a journey, not a destination.